Welcome to this new Visual Basic lesson. In today's lesson, we will learn about the Visual Basic PictureBox Control. I have started a project, named it PictureBox Example. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a PictureBox Control. So I'm gonna scroll down here and grab it. Make it bigger. I'm gonna make my form bigger as well and bring this like that. Okay, I'm gonna grab a group box control, drop it here, and I'm gonna go and grab radio buttons controls, right here, double click, Control C, Control V 4 times. Okay, that's 3 and that's 4. Okay, I'm going to add 4 buttons. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, sorry, 2, 3 and 4. So I'm gonna bring this here, and this here. Okay, I'm gonna make some changes to the properties. For this one, I'm gonna say choose an image. For this one, the text property is going to be train, and the name property is gonna be rad train. RAD, that's the prefix for radio button, and I'm gonna say train. And this one is gonna be rad bus, and the text property is going to say bus, BUS. Okay, this one is going to be pickup truck, and the name is going to be rad truck. And finally, this one is going to be the car, RAD car, and the name or the text property is going to be car. I'm gonna come here and say this one, actually I'm gonna put the plus sign, come here and change its font size, make it bold and size 10. And for the name, I'm going to say BTN zoom in, and this one I'm gonna do the same thing. It's gonna be BTN zoom out, and go to the text property first and change that to the minus sign, and now change the font, make it bigger and bold. Okay, and for this one, let me see this correct here. Yes, for this one we are going to say hide, and for the name property, BTN hide. Almost there. This one is going to be BTN show, and show. As far as this one is concerned, I'm gonna change the text property to say picture box control example. Okay, Alright, now let's talk about the PictureBox control. The PictureBox control is used to display images in Windows Forms. And in order to add images to the picture box, we click here and we choose images. So we have two ways to add images, whether we use the local resource or we use the project resource, and we import by clicking here. And for example, I have this folder here which has pictures. These are the pictures I'm going to be using in my project here. Okay, whether that we add to images to local resources or project resources. And the difference between the local resource and the project resource, if you choose a local resource, then the image can only be used with the particular form. Okay, meaning I can only use it with this form. And if you need to use the images in another form, then you have to import them again. When it comes to a project resource, everything is embedded within the exe. This can include pictures, strings, and other resource stuff. Alright, and in order to reference the images in Visual Basic, we use the my namespace, as we will see later on. So that's one way to add the images. Okay, we can also come here to the text property basically by selecting the PictureBox control, and we look for the image property here, click, and it takes me to the same place. And I can do the same thing. I can also add images by coming to the project, click the PictureBox example properties here, and come to resources and drag and drop my resources here. Alright, okay, we are going to use this. Click here on this arrow, choose images. We're going to select the project resource type. I'm gonna click import. I'm gonna go to the folder that I saved the pictures in, select this and say open, and okay. Alright, now there are certain properties that we need to know of. We have the normal, okay, as you can see, and basically the normal, the upper left corner of the image is placed at the upper left part of the picture box. As you can see, it comes all the way to the top here. The second property is stretch image, and this allows stretching of the image. The third one is the auto size, and the auto size allows resizing the picture box to the size of the image. Basically, the picture box keeps getting bigger and smaller according to the image itself. The fourth property, which is the center image, self-explanatory, basically allows centering the image in the picture box. Then the zoom allows increasing or decreasing the image size to maintain the size ratio. I'm gonna choose that. Alright, and click out. You can do the same thing by coming here as well to the property, and here you can do the same thing here. So I'm gonna keep zoom. Alright, now what I'm going to do to write code, I'm gonna double click on these radio buttons to create checked changed event. So double click this one. Alright, go back to the form, double click this one, go back to the form, double click this one, go back to the form, and double click this one. Alright, I'm gonna go to the first one, to the train checked changed event. Alright, and I'm gonna write the following. I'm gonna say me that PictureBox one that image, alright, equals, and here I'm gonna use the my namespace, as I said earlier, the my namespace, and I'm gonna click the dot, and I'm gonna go to the resources. Alright, and here I'm gonna click that, and it's gonna show me my pictures, and I'm gonna choose the train. All right, so I'm gonna copy this code and paste it here, and instead of the train I'm gonna do the second one. I believe was the bus, school bus. Let's see here if we have a bus. Yes. So I'm gonna come here and paste it, and I believe was the pickup truck. Yes, this one. And the fourth one was the car. Let me see here, the car. Yes. All right, looks good so far. I'm gonna save everything and I'm gonna run it. Okay, good. I'm gonna bring this here and I'm gonna click the bus, and I have the bus, the pickup truck, the car, pickup truck, bus, train. It's working perfect. Okay, I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna go back to my design view and double click the plus button, which is the BTN zoom in. Double click it, and I'm gonna write the following to zoom in the picture. I'm going to say me that picture box one that height. I go to the height property and I'm gonna say plus equals 10. All right, then I'm gonna say me that picture box one that width. Now I go to the width property, which is this one, plus equals 10. All right, then I go back to the zoom out and I'm gonna copy this, paste them here, and instead of saying plus I'm gonna say minus, and instead of saying plus here I'm gonna say minus. All right, basically this here is like saying the following, is like saying this equals me that picture box one that height, all right, plus 10. All right, that's what it is. So instead of writing this long line, we do this, saying minus equals 10. All right, so that's what basically we did. It's another way to write the code properly, is to write it this way. I'm gonna run it, bring this here, change the and zoom it out, the car, zoom it in, zoom it out, the train, zoom it in and zoom it out. All right, now finally we are going to work with the show and hide button. I'm gonna go back here and click on the hide and say me that picture box one that hide. All right, and click enter and go back here and I'm gonna say me that picture box one that show and click enter. All right, I'm gonna save and run. Okay, so bus pickup still working. Now if I hide, it goes. If I show, it comes back. Hide, show. Again, car, hide, show. Okay, and with this we come to the end of this lesson. I would like to thank you for watching, and you have a good day.